So I have a goal of listing 50 items a day on Amazon for the entire month of November. I'm not sure if it's even possible. Seems really difficult, but I just kind of want to try it, and I'll bring you guys with me and we'll see what happens. Good morning, it is day 2 of the List 50 Items a Day on Amazon challenge for a month. I actually started at 6 a.m. this morning, got my eBay challenge done, so if you haven't seen the eBay challenge video,
make sure you subscribe because that one is not out yet.
But I got a lot of Amazon listing to do, so it's 7:12, just getting started on my 50. Hopefully I can get them done in an hour or so. I set myself up pretty well, so what I did at the end of finishing 50 yesterday, since I had stacks of games, kind of went through my bins, my cartridges, and got them all list ready because I got done in about 50 minutes with 50 items, since I could just scan them with my barcode scanner. Got a link to that in the description, and was able to get them done really quickly, which allowed me to prep the next day's items, which I think will be an important component in being able to do this thing. And I'm trying to get it done, within 2 hours every day. As long as I have stuff to list, I think it'll be possible, but for a month of doing this, it could get interesting. So day 2 feeling good, got nice stacks of games here, and we'll see what I can do. So I was surprised at how easy this first week was, so I did something a little bit risky and upped the ante. Good morning, guys. It is now the following week, Monday. Successfully listed 50 items a day, all 5 weekdays last week, and actually a little bit more since we sent out 100 systems in addition to that we had pre-prepared. This week, I think I can do a little bit better, so I'm gonna up the stakes, go 75 a day. I actually already did that, so it's 9:30 in the morning, and I listed 75 items, so I actually had a lot of brand new games and things that are pretty easy to list. And then I'm still sitting on a stack of probably about 150 games or more right there from a collection buy. So I'll be able to process those over the next 2 days, and then I can kind of figure out what to process after that point. It's November, it's time to set some wild goals, so that's what I'm doing, 75 a day, and we'll see if that's even possible, but I'll bring you guys along for the journey. Day 2 of week 2, and I may have taken on a bit more than I can handle. So I'm starting to think that changing the goal to 75 a day might be a little bit crazy. We're still gonna try. I'm gonna bring you guys with me. We're gonna see if it's even possible. So I actually prepped 49 items. I was hoping it would be closer to 75 to list this morning. Yesterday, kind of throughout the day as I was doing things. So now I have to, list items that aren't verified, aren't checked. And it's after today and tomorrow, I got a feeling it's gonna get really difficult because I'll have to start digging into some unprocessed bins. Get things cleaned and ready, and that adds a lot of time to the process, and I'm trying to list 75 in like 2 hours or less, but it's gonna start taking longer if I have to predict it. There you have it, week 2, day 2, 75 products listed in Accelerlist. Check out my link below. I love this software. It increases efficiency of listing. You can build in your descriptions, and it makes it a lot easier to list a ton of items a day. So that is definitely helping me out. Hey guys, so later in the week, updating, I actually got sick and missed 2 days after the 2 that I listed 75. And I realize now that 75 a day right now, just not gonna happen. That is a ton of items. Thankfully I was able to cover, if we're considering 50 a day, covered one of those days that I missed, and now it's Sunday and I'm making up for the other day that I missed, getting my 50 items listed. So I got them prepped here and should be good to go. So we're still good on 50 items 5 days a week, but 75 is just not gonna happen right now. I didn't film anything this week, but I did do the listings. Listing 50 items a day and making a video about it is kind of hard, so if you appreciate this video, please hit that like button. I really appreciate it, but let's roll into week 4 now. The last week of listing 50 items a day on Amazon, still going strong. Had to adjust a little bit, make up for a couple days here and there that I wasn't able to do it, but we've done it. So I'll show you what I've listed today. So the deals are abundant right now. I bought a collection with a bunch of sealed games, and then have been able to get some clearance at retail stores. So I had a ton of items, was able to quickly list these. Took me about an hour to list 81 items today. So that's pretty awesome. I'm using Accelerlist here. It really expedites the process. Check out my link below if you are interested in listing quickly. on Amazon with that software. You can see the buy cost was about $1,500 and the net profit $1,700, so a little bit more than a double up. If everything sells at the asking prices, it probably won't, so probably closer to an exact double up. That's fantastic. 81 products in an hour. That's not the norm. Usually I'm about 40 to 50 items in an hour, and they take some prep work, but these take pretty much no prep work since most of them were just sealed. So one of the ways I'm able to list this much is due to sourcing like this. Just got a big collection buy, actually it's a small box, but big dollar amount, $1,000, from a viewer named Blaine. So shout out to you, Blaine. Thank you for the deal. Reached out on Instagram and sent this. We'll do a quick pickup on it, but I just gotta throw in a little tidbit. So reselling in 2021 and 2022, competition has grown exponentially in the last year, and I think it's going to continue to grow really, really quickly. So it's going to get harder, and I think the number one way that you can separate yourself as a reseller is by developing connections. And the way that you develop good connections, in my opinion, is to display integrity, to pay fair, to be honest, and to treat people right. But that's something that I'm personally working on growing in every day. And I think that that's part of the reason I was able to get this deal, which I'm very thankful for. So $1,000 all in. It's gonna sell well on Amazon for me. So one of the things I sometimes do is I'll be able to pay more than the competition because some stuff can sell for a bit more on Amazon than eBay. But this is a really, really cool buy. So there's almost everything is sealed. All of these 3DS games are. So Mario Luigi, Mario Party, Zelda, you got Pokemon's, Luigi's Mansion, Fire Emblem Echoes. All of them are sealed. Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock, Bundler, that one is unsealed, but then these are all sealed. So you got Bayonetta and Vanquish, it's like a steelbook. CTR, Persona 5 steelbook, and then Paper Mario Color Splash. And I assume that Blaine got most of these on clearance at like Walmart, because I do remember a lot of those went on clearance. These other ones probably not, probably more of just a speculative buy that didn't super pan out. But a bunch of these Mario 3D All-Stars.
Oh, Super Mario 3D All-Stars.
Good eye. Skylar, killing it. Mm-hmm. So that's not all. There's actually a bunch more. I don't even know how many there are. Quite a lot of them.
Ooh, we got a Super Mario 3D All-Stars.
My kids would know the name of this game.
Mm-hmm. That's how you know it's a good game.
Mario.
And then there's 6 of these Game & Watches, which are actually really cool. Those go for $40-50. And then just a few random pieces. So Zelda, Joy-Con grip, and that's a 4-parts controller and a Guitar Hero thing. So all that was $1,000. Works out well for everybody. I'm gonna get Blaine paid. Skylar, what's today?
November 30th.
November 30th, so it is the last day of the month of listing 50 items a day on Amazon. I've never done something like that before. Always been kind of sporadic, just sending stuff out when I get to it, but I've been very disciplined, front-loading the first part of my day, 2 hours a day, about what it takes to list, and then prep for the next day to list 50 items. Today's the last day. I still got to do my 50. But we're at that point where we got to kind of see, did it work? Was it effective? The way that I think we should do that is by looking at the sales compared to last year. So typically my sales compared to last year have been up 2% all year. That's been the number. Haven't been much higher, much lower. It's been a flat 2%. And so what we kind of need to look at is the month of November, where really I started on November 1st, so stuff didn't start checking in probably until mid-November and selling. So that'd be a more accurate skew. But we're going to start at November. We're going to look at the month of November and how that compares to last year's, keeping in mind I've been up 2% relative to last year. I'll put up screenshots, but I think the month of November is up more than 2%. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then more specifically, the last 7 days have been up a pretty good percent as well. And I think that's even more. we'll put up a screenshot here, but I think it's in the 20s or 30s, maybe even higher than that actually. And to me, that, you know, this last 7 days and the prior 7 days have been the time where we could really see if this is working. And, you know, from what I can see, it absolutely has. So not only was that 7-day period insane, the entire month of November was my biggest month in sales of all time. About $70,000 just in November. The November prior might have been $50,000. I think it was like $50,000. So the increase is significant. Normally November is not the biggest month. Normally December is. And this December is looking like it could even beat November. So I'm really, really happy with doing these 50 items a day. It's paying off now. It was a ton of work. It took intense focus. But yeah, it's definitely paying off, and I'm really excited to see how this month pans out. Because I've never done it before, so I've had a growth percentage-wise relative to what I was doing, and there were 2 things that I did. And one is listing these 50 items a day on Amazon. The other is that I prepared well in advance, and starting in like August, September, preparing 100 systems to send off at this time. So I've actually sold through about 70 of those, and then in conjunction with the items that have been selling that I sent off 50 a day, sales have really skyrocketed, and this is the most important time of year for that because right now as I'm recording this, it's the Tuesday after Cyber Monday, so the last 7 days are actually, they beat my record for a 7-day period. So I'm very excited about that. Definitely took discipline. It takes effort. It takes crazy effort. Focus. I've been doing my eBay listings and my Amazon listings before I do anything else in the day, and that includes responding to messages, working on videos, you know, shipping, anything. I'm getting my listings done first, front loading those most important tasks, focusing on my schedule, and it's been very beneficial. So I wanted to share that with you guys. If you're full-time, part-time, I think it's very important to front load those important tasks. If you're just doing eBay, make sure to, if you're trying to do like 5 listings a day, get your 5 listings done first and then print your labels or whatever you need to do. Because if you don't do those things daily, you know, you're going to get behind, sales are going to go down. It's not going to sell if you don't list consistently. So that's a huge thing that I'm going to continue with me through 2022 and beyond, and continue growing in that way. But thank you guys for watching this one. Let me know if you like this kind of video. And if you haven't, make sure to check out the eBay video where we... And until next time...
Bartle do!
Bartle do.
Donkey.
Bartle do, donkey.